Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to Ireland Live for Thursday, the 27th of February, 2025. I'm Paul Fitzsimons, and I'll have Orla on with me the next few minutes. But we've a lot to talk about tonight there. Major announcement. It's all over the internet, it's all over Twitter, it's all over Facebook. Councillor Glenn Moore has left the IFP. He handed in his resignation earlier and said he left the party, and I'll show you the emails later of what was, or not the emails, I'll show you the the Twitter feeds that was sent out, people slagging him off, and Herman telling him that he wasn't a member of the party. But hey, listen, I'll let Glenn talk about that. I might see if I can ring him and get him on. He mightn't want to come on, but listen, I'll see. You know what I mean? But yeah, and that poor girl in Rosslare, apparently it was a suicide. Jesus, that was tough. You know, the internet has stopped there for me. Don't know why. Don't know why that has stopped. It's back on again. Well, what happened there? We got a glitch there, big time. I'm gonna bring Orla up there. Hello, Orla. How are you?
Hi, Paul. How are you?
I'm good. And I was just saying the big announcement earlier on this evening. Wow.
I know.
Wow, that's a big shock to the IFP. Like, is their only elected representative, like, you know what I mean? So that's a big kick in the kahunas, isn't it? Like, but listen, Orla, everybody can't be wrong, you know what I mean? Like, you get the diagram up there and look at what has happened and who has left and why they left. It's all down to one person. Let's not call a spade here, like, you know what I mean? I'm sorry, you know what I mean? Like, the leadership was challenged and the leadership fought against everything. And the same again tonight with Glenn, with the post that was put out earlier. But did you see it? Like, it was this disgraceful post that Herman put out afterwards. Like, and like, honestly, like, and I'm going to be honest with you, I'll say one thing for the lefties, and it's the only good thing I will say about them. They stick together. Like, there's not one of them talks out against each other, you know what I mean? Whereas in the nationalist movement, like, it's gone ridiculous, like, you know what I mean? It really has gone ridiculous.
I know. You know, but not all of us do it. Some of us don't slag off other nationalists.
Yeah, well,
especially online, we don't do it.
Yeah, exactly. None of us have done it. You know, okay, I got one off my friend Luke yesterday, obviously, yeah. Talking bullshit again, but he's irrelevant. You know what I mean? He means nothing.
Yeah, but you were defending yourself, Paul. Do you know what I mean? That's the difference. Like, you weren't going after him, you know. So you were just, your response was just to defend yourself.
No. Yes, but I don't argue with anyone online. You know what I mean? You probably get blown a kiss or something like that, and
yeah, you're always doing that.
Yeah, because that annoys people more. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
As I said, there's a girl, Danielle Hewson, and she's all over Twitter. Every few weeks she'll pop up with a knife, you know what I mean, and say Fitzy McStabby, or, you know, come on, bullshit, like, you know what I mean? And I did say I'd bring her on as well, you know what I mean, when we're talking about knife crime.
What did you call you? Fitzy McStabby?
Fitzy McStabby and bullshit.
That's
like,
brilliant.
That's just it's annoying, you know what I mean? Like, they're just so like, honestly, they're just it's just childish now at this stage. Like, you know what I mean? I think I think I've explained my case to the best of my ability here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. So look, you've said it several times, Paul. It was a penknife. IFP came out and stated it was there to take down the posters. So, like, there's no point. You're just constantly repeating yourself, you know.
But I'm going to be honest, Orla, it's the same 6 or 8 gobshites, you know what I mean? And it's the same ones, you know what I mean? But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sorry, we get a look here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Glenn's own decision at the end of the day.
It is.
Yeah, it is. And listen, fair play to him, like, you know what I mean? Something must have happened, you know what I mean? Like, we didn't walk for nothing, you know what I mean? Like, they lost nearly half the party in November or December, like, you know what I mean? So, Oh, who's that now? Jay, delighted Glenn left. The IFP is a joke. How are you, Paul and Orla? How are you, Dennis?
Hi, Dennis. How are you? Yeah. Well, Glenn is just, I just see Glenn has just messaged me there, just saying he's just something on, so he's not able to come onto the show. I said, that's fine. Look, he can do another night.
Yeah. What's this? They stick together because they all have shit on each other. Probably, yeah. He's talking about the lefties. Yeah. That's probably what it is. Yeah. Yeah. Evening one and all. I'm going to send this to Gavin as well. I'm going to send it to Gavin as well to see when he come on, because I'm going to Tom Gavin. I know all of we all heard you slagging Paul's hair.
Oh no, Tom, you caught me out.
But sure, look, the left is so easily wound. If the wind started blowing the other way, they'd be wound up. Yeah, I know, but they don't slag off each other. That's what I'm saying. You can
they don't attack each other. They all stick together. I know.
You don't see any of them lefties coming out fighting against other lefties or arguing against other lefties or putting shit up online about other lefties, the way the nationalist movement does. You know, it's sickening. Like, you know what I mean? It really is. Like, you know what I mean?
I know. So look, you know, I don't understand it either. Like, we're not all going to like each other, and that's fine. Just, you know, keep it to yourself. You don't need to be like, we're not in an episode of Mean Girls.
Some people think they are. You know what I mean? Did you like the intro? Did you see the intro?
No.
Did you like? Did you not see the intro? Yeah, no. Made a little intro. I'm gonna play it now just for a laugh.
All right. Okay.
Isn't that cool?
Oh, it's really good.
Deadly fair play to Anthony, I have to say.
That's really good. Yeah, I message Andy to see if he's coming on. Is he coming on, or is he on a Zoom meeting tonight?
Irish Freedom Party Cork. Councillor Glenn Muir is a man of integrity and strong convictions. As a fellow member of the Irish Freedom Party, Ard Collier, I am genuinely devastated to see such a talented young man leave the Irish Freedom Party. Fair play, on. You know, you appreciate him. We all appreciate Glenn. Glenn's a good guy, you know what I mean?
Glenn is a great guy.
Listen, whether Glenn comes, it doesn't matter what Glenn decides to do, he will do well. You know what I mean?
He will.
We had one of the flying monkeys up posting shit about him earlier as well, that he does nothing and he did nothing and he never represented the party. And
well, actually, Glenn has made a statement on X over that.
Yeah,
so I know. Yeah, he put up a reply.
Did he? I'll pull that up now in a while.
Yeah, it was a response to Herman's post. So he put up a response over that.
Yeah, and someone did a post that, lads, they get training how to protest, how not to answer, etc. Now I get that, and I appreciate that. I know they do that, but they never fight with each other. You know what I'm saying? You'll never see any of them in any of the other chat groups slagging each other off. You know what I mean? The way we have chat groups, they have chat groups. There's none of that shit goes on in there, even in their spaces. Or, you know, I know they don't do much spaces, but like, hi, Orla and Paul. Paul, a lot of Sinn Féin have no time for Mary Lou, but keep it quiet. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you, native Irish. I knocked at $6,000 in Dublin Bay North, right? Between Coolock, Donamead, Kilbarrack, Edenmore. I've done a little bit of Clontarf, Raheny. I've done a little bit of Hout. But like something all around there. I canvassed all them areas, right? Now, there was some of the something areas where, you know, Fianna Fáil, Fine Gael, you'll never get them. But the likes of the working class areas I went into, say, Moyclair, I knocked on every door in Moyclair, and I was told I was getting their votes in there. Bar three people. You know what I mean? So I know Sinn Féin are not liked, and Mary Lou was not liked. I know for a fact because I was told. And I actually knocked on a Shinner's door, right? He had the Palestinian flag outside. And he says to me, what's your stance on Palestine? I said, I've no stance on Palestine. What do you mean? It's a genocide. I said, listen, mate. I said, this country's on its knees. I said, and you're worried about Palestine. I said, there's nothing we can do about Palestine. I said, now cop onto yourself and fight your own country. He just got tick and I walked out of the garden. But, you know, I know Sinn Féin are not liked. As I said, I knocked on 6,000 doors.
I know. I had the same thing. I think I had about maybe 2 to 3 doors that said they were voting for Sinn Féin, and that was it. Nobody else was voting for them. And nobody else was voting for Fianna Fáil, Fine Gael, or the Greens.
Did Glenn perform better in the elections than Herman, the leader? I don't think so.
No, I don't think so. I think Herman got more first preference as far as
Herman
I can
had a
remember.
bigger constituency now. Hang on now. Herman was loud. You know, Herman was, he had I don't know how many, 100 and so many thousand, hadn't he? I think.
Yeah, well, he would have the whole county allowed. Yeah. But no, as far as I know, Herman got more first preference votes.
I voted for Glenn and I'd vote for him again. Fair play to you, Fair play to you. I hate Sinn Féin and Mary Lou. Johnny, you're not the only one, mate. I told you, I got this at the doors. It was ridiculous, like, you know what I mean? It was ridiculous. You know, but
then we always said that. Where did that Sinn Féin vote come from? We saw it down here in Carlow Kilkenny. Floored us. Didn't see it coming.
Yeah,
did not see it.
Because it didn't come. It didn't bleeding come. I'm telling you now, it didn't come. It was I'm starting to sound like Donald Trump now. You know what I mean? Damn, elections were rigged. They were rigged. I'm telling you now. You know what I mean? Like, how could Simon Harris top the vote and get thousands more than he did in the last one? And your woman down the road here in Meath, Helen McEntee, come on.
Yeah, same thing.
Like, are people blind? Are people thick?
I know.
Jesus Christ, you know what I mean?
I know.
We're up the forward there now already. Keep sharing her out there. Share it out there on live. You can live FitzyDub at FitzyDub, Anthony Casey, Rugger Murph, Facebook, Paul Fitzsimons, and the Irish channel.live. Keep sharing it out, people. Share it out to everyone, all your WhatsApp friends and all. Share it everywhere, and we'll waffle here for an hour or two with you. Don't you worry. But let's have a look at the comments there. Paul, if there was a different Republican Party up north, Sinn Féin would be finished. It's true. They would, yeah, definitely. That's what's holding them together. That's what the right needs desperately. Yeah.
Unity.
Unity. Good man, Zero. Lisa Cortez. It was rigged 100%. I'm telling you, Lisa. I'm looking at Lisa Cortez. I just seen Lisa and then CO and RTZ over there on the side. That's what I thought. Sorry, Lisa O'Connor. Mertz. Jane, though. We are living under a oh my God. Okay. Wow. Okay. No way she got that amount. No way. Look at last vote and all the crap he did. Yes, I listen. And there's no way Philip got one vote in Newtown Mount Kennedy.
I know.
Oh, come on. Like, you know. Ridiculous carry on. Like, you know what I mean? What's this? No way he got that amount. Sorry. Keep talking. Keep talking about the election. I'm gonna be honest.
Michelle Keane is going to the High Court over it. Like, I think she has proof over stuff. So, you know.
Oh yeah, Chris Bourne. Well, when Anthony and Ireland Force get the ball rolling, it's going to be, to quote Trump, beautiful, Paul.
Thanks, Chris.
Beautiful. Yeah, fair play. Anyone see the interview with Ben from Gript asking McEntee what made people far right? No. Is it a new one? If you can send it in to me, I can pull her up.
No, I didn't see that.
No. There's Adele. How are you, Adele? How's things?
Hi, Adele.
Good to see you. Every door I went to not a good word to say about McEntee yet. Yeah. That's what I'm saying to you. And she was
one of the most hated people in the country.
Listen, I've been sent pictures, okay, of my sheets, okay, my election sheets with a number 1 changed to a number 2. You can see it. You can clearly see it's a number 2. You can clearly see on another one there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 11. Like, anyone who voted for me only put 1 down, number 1, because he didn't go down the card. They asked me, I said nothing. So, listen, I've got number 2s, and then I got a number 11 with the force 4. The force 4, right? So the force 4 would have been, say, Fine Gael. The next one was Kevin Coyle. The next one was Brian. No, the next one was Michael Burke. And like, who in their right mind to go down the card 1, 2, 3, 4, and then put me as number 11?
I know.
Come on, like, you know, let's. And then they tried to say, I got 7 votes out of Kevin's school in Donaghmede. I'm from Donaghmede. Like, I must have had, I know I had 9 votes leaving there at 6 o'clock because I spoke with 3 couples actually, and my mom, my dad, and me, and my sister. You know, so there was a lot of shenanigans went on there. You know what I mean? Sinn Féin got a lot of votes that they shouldn't have got. You know what I mean?
I know.
Listen, people will tell you that, oh, they're locked up, they're in a bleeding room. You know what I mean? If these want to get into the room and change boxes and do what they want to do, that they can do that. You know what I mean? It's easily done. You know what I mean? There was no guarded presence. There was nothing there. Tom and all was asked to leave the premises in Newbridge. I think weren't they that they were closing her up or something? You know, come on. Okay, hang on a minute. I missed this. This podcast needs some change. We need to get up. We need to up the game big time. I can help. Okay, Johnny, no problem. You can help, no problem. Get in contact with me. There's the number there, Johnny. 089-203-1521. Let me know what you have planned, mate, and we'll see can we run with it. Paul is a loser. How are you? All right. Would you not play the piano there, Paul? I can't play the piano, honestly. I really can't. Dennis Carr. Paul will be taking the Shamrocks to America in 4 years. I hope so. I tell you, I really do hope so. Yeah. Hello, guys. Hope you are well. We are. Hello, Frank Barrett. Just sent you the post from Gripped Orla. Did you send it to me?
Oh, yeah, I saw a message coming in from Liz.
Oh, Orla, send it on to me there, and I'll pull it up myself.
Yeah, hold on a second.
Yeah, send it to the show number.
Yeah,
That
Liz, can you send it to the show number?
Oh, yeah, because you'll have to go off your phone, won't you?
Mm-hmm.
The show number, Liz, is 089-203-1521. Right, listen, we better kick off a video here. We're at to be waffling there for the last 17 minutes. Jesus. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kick off with Councillor Gavin Pepper, because did you see what happened with the we're all ages, they are laughing at us for it. We know, we know if they lie, they cheat. We know they cheat. Just to get away with it, start proving it. Yeah, okay. But Councillor Gavin Pepper called a protest for next Wednesday at 11 a.m. outside the Dáil. And Claire Daly called one for the same day from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. for Palestinians. So this was they tell you it wasn't the Counter Gavins, but listen, we know it was the Counter Gavins. You know what I mean? So Gavin came out with his own video there today. So have a listen.
How are you folks? Councillor Gavin Pepper here, and I'm sure you are all aware by now that I've called for a peaceful protest to call for the resignation of Judge Martin Nolan, who gives suspended sentences to sex offenders, paedophiles and child molesters like there's no tomorrow in this country on the 5th of March. We've also want judicial reform. The justice system in this country is broken altogether. Now, Claire Daly of the far left has called for a Palestinian march outside the Dáil on the same day after me. So she's obviously trying to call a counter protest. This is the same Claire Daly who wouldn't speak to us when we went over to Brussels, an MEP for Ireland. When every other MEP came out to speak to us, she refused to come out along with Mick Wallace. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. This is the National Gallery side on Marion Square, and this is where we're going to have our peaceful assembly for their protest. Some politicians have said that they're going to come out and support us. We'll see is that true or not. Either way, we're here. We're here to speak up for all the victims of abuse that have been forgotten about. Nicola Fox, who wants to bring Harry home. We want to bring Harry home. Nicola will be here. Never forget. Nicola, what you don't know, her legal aid has been cancelled because she spoke out. This is what we're dealing with in the country. They don't want you speaking out, and that's why they call for these counter protests and try to say that they're not. Well, leave them on the front of the Dáil. We'll be here on the Marion Square side, everybody, right beside the famous bike shed. Yes, the bike shed that has about 20 bikes that cost 360 grand. I'll see us all on the 5th of March, and we'll call these people out once and for all.
There you go. Fair play to them. I think that the good crowd will come out because people are against this.
Yeah,
are
yeah.
really
Well,
against it.
I hope to be there, all going well.
I've another video there. I'll play it in a minute, but we just speak about government. But there's another video there of another man talking out about it. You know what I mean? That he's not the only one. Like, we're all talking out about it.
Yes, I know, I
You know
know.
what I mean?
Mm.
But
That's a nice message from Dermot.
yeah, Councillor Glenn is a fine, hard-working, Irish patriotic Irishman, and his cheery disposition will be sorely missed by the Dublin come on of the IFP.
Yeah,
We wish him every success. Cheers, Dermot. Thanks very much, mate.
that's really nice.
Fair play.
Froggy's probably crying.
Listen, Frog gets emotional, but he's the good guys, you know.
Mm.
The good guys. Hi, Brian, Hartley, and Dermot. Hi, Frank. Hello, Frank. Hello, Emmanuel Godswill. I always think of Jack Sparrow and how he is getting on genuinely. Yeah. Doing bits in Killarney tomorrow for Wake Up Era are good.
Mm.
Era are brilliant. You know what I mean? They really are. Adele is part of that as well now. Adele's always there. Protest at the courts. Hang on. Protest should be at the courts, surely. They will have stop and search at the Dáil. Who agrees being searched while the lefties go there not to be searched? Courts at the workplace of the criminal judge. Yeah, there's a plan in place. There's a plan in place, Adele. That's all I'd say. Contact me off air and I'll let you know what the story is. But yeah, there's a plan in place.
Hopefully there's a good crowd at it now.
Hopefully, yeah. Yeah, Chris Bourne. Yeah, the child initiative in the national movement needs to RIP or we never get proper parent. Yes, it's true, Daniel. It's true. But there's a certain few doing it, you know what I mean?
We've said it time and time again. We have a far bigger battle to be fighting than among ourselves. Do you know what I mean? It's
exactly
like we have far bigger enemies and far worse is coming.
I know.
And they're loving it. They're absolutely loving, the infighting.
Of course they do. Daly is a hag. I wouldn't, the over wall with two hungry pimples chasing me. Well, I'll be honest with you.
Okay, I was like, who's Daly? Oh yeah, Claire Daly. Yeah.
But listen, I knew her. Like, she was at my wedding. You know
right?
What I mean? She was at my wedding. But I reached out to her. She was an MEP, obviously. And what happened was just after Derek Bly got his party registered, they brought in a new thing that you had to either have it's an MEP or somebody from another political party to endorse you or something to that effect. You know what I mean? So, of course, we couldn't get anyone for the new party. It wasn't Reclaim at the time. It was the Irish Party, we were calling it. Just the Irish Party, And I contacted her and text back, sorry, Paul, I can't help you. Myself and Mick are members of a party. We're members of this and that. And I thought, yeah, you're full of shit. So, yeah, I've no love lost right now, you know what I mean? Wallace, your man from Wexford, has a lot to say about Daly. Yeah, he does. He has a lot to say, has he? I'm sure he has. I'm going to try my best to get out to the protest. Yeah, people, please, you know what I mean? We need more. Listen, whatever your political stance is, there's no politicalness. This is not political.
No.
This is about families.
This is about children.
This is about our children. This is about stopping. Like these lads are going into shops and taking pictures of kids and doing this, that, and the other, and then you have these lads. Okay, I'm talking about the foreigners that are coming in here now. How many of them have been caught doing that? And they were caught in the shops. They were made delete the things. They were caught on the bus. Why are they doing this? You know what I mean? Just and then you get these fellas go in there now. Like we reported on a thing that only 2 weeks ago, where the guy had videos of a 2-year-old child being raped. And a disabled child, wasn't it, Orla? I think it was. And that guy got a suspended sentence.
Yeah, I know.
Then you have
this nonsense as well of him saying, I don't think they're going to reoffend. Like, that's utter nonsense. They're paedophiles. Of course they're going to reoffend.
But if you keep letting them away where they're going to reoffend, but they'll tell you they don't reoffend. They just get wide now. They just make sure they hide their shit. That's what they do. You know
I know.
these people deeper and deeper and deeper underground, you know, onto the
Yeah, I know.
whatever it's bleeding called. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Claire, what's that? Claire Daly, other who need to go. Yeah,
I'd say
listen,
another needs to go. Yeah, Dennis. Yeah.
yeah.
But again,
Emmanuel,
like, I mean, the
halfway
whole
through
country
your
should be
talk.
up in arms over Judge Nolan. Like, it shouldn't be just the nationalists calling this out. Like, where, I said this last week as well, said it the other day as well, like, where are all the ones from the Dáil? Why, you know, why has this been called out every single time? That this is how serious this is, you know? Because what are we as a nation if we can't protect our children? You know, it's as simple as that.
I know. On the enemy's narrative, what's Anthony and the party's position on leaving the EU?
Do you know what? Anthony will be on Sunday, so it's better probably for him to reply.
Listen, I don't
See, they're just
really
going through all the
want
policies and all that at the moment and sorting through all of that.
Yeah, I don't want to comment on it now unless the lads are here, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, I don't speak for the party or anything like that. So, you know, we let the lads come
But
on.
they're
Talk,
still,
you know what I mean?
like as I said, they're still doing an awful lot of work and getting everything sorted out.
Lucky you didn't marry it. No, I didn't. Daniel the Lion, agreed. Daniel the Lion. The problem there, though, is unfortunately there's always those who have an ego but never admit it. Okay, I get that people have egos and everything else, but like, I'm not one of them people. I couldn't give a fiddler's about whatever. You know what I mean? I really couldn't. You know what I mean? Like, we do this show to get the word out, to talk to people and let people know what's going on. You know what I mean? And I've been doing this for over 2 years. Like, I've been doing it every Sunday night. We only started doing it now the weekdays 3 weeks ago. And it's going great. You know what I mean? People are loving it. You know what I mean? Because we're telling the truth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, I have no ego. There's a reason why I don't talk to different people in different groups, is because I found out stuff about them and I just don't trust these people anymore. And I'm sorry if that's me being egotistic or whatever. I'm sorry if that, well, then I'll put my hand up for that. I am egotistic then, if that's the problem. But if you can't trust somebody, you cannot work with these people. You know what I mean? And I'm sorry, that's just the way it is. You know what I mean? I really can't work with these people. And there's a lot of people can't work with these people because they found out the same things I found out. You know what I mean? So I'll leave that there. I've no ego. You know what I mean? So there probably is a few, and you'll see one now in a while when we put up the post from.
Sorry, Glenn was just messaging with something there now, so I'm.
Oh, what was that? I walk not far from there. I'll try pop round in a bit. Okay, it's because they look Irish as meek and weak. Yeah. But I tell you, right, speaking of Judge Nolan, we'll just finish this off with this. This is a man just... When you hear this guy.
So there are 217 judges in the Irish judicial system. A number of people have raised serious questions and concerns, as have I over the last number of years, in respect of one particular judge, which is Judge Martin Nolan, and some of the decisions he has made. If you look at some of the sentencing, you will see a sexual assault in a shopping centre, a suspended sentence. You will see horrific child abuse images on 2 specific cases over the last number of months, where there were images that were despicable and deplorable, yet a suspended sentence was given. You will see a situation where, in a domestic violence situation, where a partner was threatened and assaulted, her unborn child threatened to be murdered, and her 15-year-old brother was threatened to be murdered. Again, a suspended sentence and sent for rehabilitation. However, when an 18-year-old who's been most of their life through care steals runners post the Dublin riots, again, not condoning that behaviour, gets originally a 7-year sentence, which was reduced to a 3.5-year custodial sentence. Another man who has clear drink problems and alcohol issues was sentenced for 6 years for his part, again not condoning it, where he burned the mummies in the crypt in Dublin. A case we would be familiar with, which is the Garlic case, where somebody who misrepresented in his revenue returns and VAT returns different products and paid a penalty and repaid his €2 million, was sentenced to 6 years imprisonment, later reduced on appeal to 2 years. None of these situations am I condoning under any circumstances, but it is appropriate to ask the proportionality of the sentences given by Justice Nolan in respect of a cohort of cases that many more than the ones I've just highlighted are given suspended sentences for horrific crimes, particularly against women and children, and then other cases which questions arise in relation to the seriousness of those sentences that are given. Proportionality appropriate separation of powers I fully support, but that doesn't mean I or anybody else cannot raise those serious questions that exist, and these matters must be looked at by the appropriate authorities.
Yeah, so that's like lamb chop. I don't consent to foreign Gardaí. No, I don't either. KO. Yet today, the great prices have pleaded with Micheál Martin to discuss with Trump and Tate brothers have fled to the US and what message it shows victims. What? Yet today, the Great Crisis Centre have pleaded with Micheál Martin to discuss with Trump that the Tate brothers have fled to USA and what message it shows victims here, allowing these men freedom and nothing about Nolan. Fair play to you. That's a good point, yeah. But I didn't know that was happening today. Like
I didn't hear about it either.
That's crazy. Like laughing my ass off. Dave Daly here now. I hope this is not Claire Daly's brother. Well, Gavin, you should start at the port, up the keys to the Dáil to really fuck up traffic. Dave, there's a plan in place, so
yeah.
Keep it
we just need
head.
people there, feet on the ground. Do you know what I mean?
There. That's what we need. People there. That's what we need. Peter Foyles cannot be rehabilitated. Judge Nolan has to be impeached. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree wholeheartedly.
And the very serious question asked as to why he's continuously doing it, and how is he getting away with it. I don't care whether you're a judge or not a judge. You should be answerable to somebody,
Oh, yeah, exactly. Like there has to be some sort of judicial reform, or
I know
there has to be something,
Yeah.
Hi, Paul. It's Johnny. Okay, I'll read that now in a minute. Okay. Hang on, Peter Foyles. Let me see there. I meant the ones in the national movements who say such and such aren't nationalist enough. Except, it's all bullshit. Like, I mean, listen, lads. At the end of the day, we're all fighting for the same thing. That's the way it is. We are all fighting for the same thing, and if we all come together, like we've tried to do it here with the Patriots of Era, we have a lot of the Says No groups together. But listen, we went down to Rosslare last week and we didn't get the crowd we thought we were going to get. We had about 60 people, but we still did the job that we set out to do. Even with 1,000 people, we done the same job. You know what I mean? So I'm happy because of that. I was a bit upset that's the only crew we got. You know what I mean? Because we had plans of shutting down other places as well. And listen, people, I think people just need to come out and get in contact and get this sorted. Like, you know what I mean? They really do.
Yeah, no.
Sure, that bollocks in the park was known as a 10th invader and was in charge of Scout and Royal. Is that the little man? Siaman Hall, he was a paramedic in Leixlip, inherited loads of money and bought the company, and then he started setting up loads of dodgy charities. Here's Dave Daly again. Now it's out there. No Garda vetting. Yeah.
Well, what did our great leader say? What is vetting? What is vetting anyway?
Micheál, yeah. That was the other day. Yeah, I had that there. Yeah. Like, but they're not vetting them going to Templemore. There's lads at going off the list that were on the list from 22 to 20, or 23 and 24, or 22 and 23 waiting to be vetted, and they just said that I'm not doing it. You know what I mean? Like, and then in 2024, none of these were vetted and brought straight into Templemore. Come on, come on now. You know what I mean?
I know.
Yeah. There you go. Well said. Local paper, drunk, jail, no TV license, jail, tax out, jail, sexual assault, suspended sentence. Yeah, you're right, John. You're dead right. Impeached and investigated. Yeah. Hi, Jonathan. Just sent a video that has a big anti-migrant as the 23rd of March taking place in Belfast City Hall. Cross community getting together. I've seen that, and I've seen it. But we haven't been putting it out now because I'm not going. I don't agree with it, so I'm not going. So.
Oh, is this the one up in Belfast? Oh, yeah.
Yeah. No. Paul, give my cat a shout out. Her name is Twinkle Plop. She shit sprinkles. Hello, Twinkle Plop. How are you?
This is Tom.
Are judges answerable to the Dáil and president? It's all a big club. Yeah, listen.
They have to be answerable to somebody.
Yeah, but the Dáil puts the judges in place, like, you know what I mean? So
Yeah, I know.
This has been going on a long time. Like,
I know.
these around this country over the last 15 years, really, like I'm being honest, since 2011, say, since that bleeding Lech got in, that thing from Mayo, what's his name? Bleeding Enda Kenny. Lech, a horrible man, I swear to God. Oh, for sake. Hey, oh, no. So that's 14 years, and since then the country has just spiraled.
I know.
It really has, like, you know what I mean?
I know.
Letitia, he's doing the open the floodgates for invaders, creating a framework of acceptable sentencing. Yeah, yes. Judge Nolan used to be a Garda. How many of you know that? Yeah, I know that. Yeah, I knew that.
I didn't hear that actually.
No, I knew that. Yeah, I knew he was a copper. Yeah. Yeah, all his family are. If you go on to what you call it, you'll see it. I'm gonna send that to myself there because there was an African found hiding in the bush up in Mellows Park. Did you see that earlier?
No, I didn't. Where's Mellows Park?
Mellows Park is in Finglas.
Oh right, okay. I didn't hear about that.
Yeah. I actually.
You know what? There's so much going on. It's really hard to try and keep up with everything. Do you know that?
Oh man, it's just.
There's just so much.
Yeah, I know. It's just around the corner from Gavin's, actually, Mellows Park.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah, but let's see if I can pull it down here now. Bear with me. Tin. Let's see if I find it. Yeah. This happened this afternoon. One of the lads was walking through, and this fella was hiding in the bushes. Said he was training.
Training in the bushes.
Your man ran him. Yeah. And speaking of Gavin Pepper, this Cannon fella is putting out threats and everything else, looking for his home address and everything else. Have you seen this?
Yeah, we highlighted that the what day today? Tuesday, wasn't it? Yeah, highlighted on Tuesday.
Instead of kicking off more, he's looking for his address now. He tried to get me up on one of the spaces the other night. My sister sent me a thing, and I looked at it, and when I clicked into it, it brought me into the thing, and it said Paul Fitzsimons has joined. Oh, Paul Fitzsimons is in the room here. Come up here and speak, Paul Fitzsimons. And I just declined 3 times, and then I wouldn't give him the airspace. Like, I wouldn't.
And that's all he's looking for. He's just looking for attention. That's all he wants. That's why, as I said, I never share anything belonging to him because he's just looking for attention.
He's a paid NGO, man. Yeah. He's a paid NGO.
He is, of course he is, yeah. Just there to aggravate.
Yeah, it is. We're slow tonight now. We're only up to 500 now. Usually we're up to about 7. People must be doing late night shopping or something or whatever. People, if you can, share this everywhere, will you? We got a few more in to watch what's going on. Just Nolan used to be a Garda. Yeah, I have that. Yeah. But right, let me see there. Eminem. Micheál Martin is going to be a guest on the Late Late Show tomorrow. Easy questions from Paddy now. Yeah. Many compare Irish nationalists to MAGA. The majority of Irish don't like what Trump is doing. Do you think this will have a negative impact on the next Irish elections from nationalist MAGA? I don't know. I think a lot of people do agree with Trump, to be honest with you. A lot of the nationalists do. You know what I mean? Like, we really do. Like, you know what I mean? But a lot of people can see what Trump has done now. So look at Doge. He saved $1 trillion. $1 trillion. Like, that's nothing to laugh at. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Is vetting only for the Irish, where you have to give your family's names and all their addresses? Yeah, it's true. Yeah, like I'm waiting
on 2 vetting things to come through for charity work I've coming up, and then I probably have another couple more to do, because every single thing that you do, you have to submit a new Garda vetting form. It's just ridiculous. Like, do you know what I mean?
Okay. Does anyone watch the Shite Show? I don't. I think it's the greatest load of shite I've ever watched. It's crap. It's always been crap.
Look, it's government propaganda as well.
Yeah. Paul Orla, that WhatsApp group I was telling you about on Tuesday, I got removed from the group for answering back There is two bad-mouthing, spreading lies about you and Anto. Who was it in the group there? Ken Donnelly.
Oh,
What
yeah,
group is
Ken,
it?
you
Is
were
it-
meant to send that on. Yeah, can you send it on to Paul?
Yeah,
Remember they were saying they were talking about you and Anthony, yeah.
yeah, but who are they? I don't know who these people are. Like, you know what I mean? If they're only bots, should just laugh at them, Ken. You know what I mean?
Ken, can you send on the details through the number to Paul?
Yeah, if you can. I'm just gonna see. Hang on. Okay, yeah, okay, Johnny. Fair play to you. Thanks. I'll get on to you, Johnny Apocalypse. No problem, mate. I'll get on to you. And are they aren't in the papers? I think. Did I have any papers? Boom, boom, boom. Ah, yeah. We were talking about it a minute ago, but we'll talk about it now. The Garda College. Yeah. There you go there. The Garda College, yeah. Several applicants in 2022 and 2023 competition contacted Breaking News to express their frustration at the change, which they say they were not notified about. Applicants of the Garda College from 22 are still waiting their vetting to be completed, have expressed frustration after Garda Síochána decided to admit 2024 applicants while their vetting is still ongoing. Wow. Several applicants in 22 and 23 competition contacted Breaking News to express their frustration that they weren't notified. Email sent to 2024 applicants, which can be seen in the picture. Where's the picture? Hold on. Let's go back up. Okay, there must be a picture down here. There it is there. Okay, we'll talk about that in a minute. As you can see in the picture, congratulated them on admittance to the Garda College Templemore while acknowledging their vetting was still ongoing. The emails note your application process is now in the final stages of Garda vetting, enabling us now to offer you a trainee position. They add, this vetting process will complete as soon as possible and may extend into your training period. It adds that the vetting process must be completed by the end of the training period. And here's the email. Congratulations on having reached this stage of the Garda trainee section. I am very pleased to offer you a Garda trainee position to commence on Garda College in Templemore on the 16th of December 2024, part of Garda Intake 244. Your application process is now in the final stages of Garda vetting. Wow. Wow. Now, what is this all about, Orla? You know what I mean?
This is ridiculous. Like Jesus Christ, the guard has to be vetted. Like, how do you know who they are or what they've done, or do you know what I mean? Like, that's absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, why isn't that fast forwarded? You know?
Yeah. Vetted if they chime into the narrative. Yes, exactly. Yeah. My cat is called Trump.
Good name, Day. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Do you ever see the guy in town with the cat, Oliver? And he says he's not a cat.
Oh, yeah, he goes around the shoulders. Yeah.
He's brilliant.
Yeah.
Judge Nolan wouldn't let him into the court last week with the cat that was murder over. I think it was Nolan. One of them wouldn't let him in, with the cat, and he wouldn't go into court. He took a warrant. Having a protest every week is pointless. We need a million man march, big levels of organisation, solid leadership, and clear and specific goals. Yes, we are trying that at the moment. We are trying that, trust me. Who gets vetted then? Parents who do voluntary work for GAA, etc. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I had to do it. I done my vetting last year as well for it. You know what I mean?
That's what I said. I'm waiting on 2 of them to come true for me.
I work in a centre where there's children and I have to get vetted even though I don't work with them. It makes you wonder, doesn't it? It does. And didn't we play Philip's thing the other night? We did, didn't we? Of your woman coming out and getting caught talking about the care workers. Did you see that one? After the expo thing, was that Tuesday, the expo thing?
God, I can't remember.
In Crow Park. Crow Park, they had a... Sorry, let me just stop.
Oh, yes. Sorry, yes, I know now. Yes, I remember now what you're talking about.
Yeah, woman got caught. Yeah. But... I work in the same... Okay, that's that there. Jeez, the comments are flying in. Yeah. Never knew Nolan was a guard.
No, I didn't know that either, Lisa.
Yes. No, I did. Check Judge Nolan's hard drive. Patrick Keelty makes soy boys look like chats. Yeah. Was he looking for Gav, David Galligan? I don't know. Yes, Letitia, because it's illegal for them to be with children, so half of them would have to be jailed. Yeah. Liam Mellows must be spinning in his grave. Yeah. Like, sub, share, folks. Steady Eddie.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Cannon is controlled by the regime. We know
He
that.
is.
Yeah, we know
Yeah,
that.
that's why I
Yeah.
don't give him any airspace, because he's just
No,
a
I'm the
dunce. I
same.
can't listen to him.
Her daughter, Trish, yes, maybe I'm wrong. People being vetted. My daughter had to be vetted for work experience in transition year. That's crazy, man. All that Cannon idiot is looking for is attention. He's an idiot. Yeah, I know, Trish. That's why he's not getting it. You know what I mean? Paul, watch my debate with Dre Cannon. Okay, I will. Send it on to me there, will you? Send it into the thing there if you have a link to it, and I'll have a watch. No problem. But I wasn't going up to talk to. Listen, they're shite bags. You know what I mean? I'm being honest
Yeah, I
with
know.
you. Sexual deviance in high office, hence the filthy mess we're in. He's going to go missing. Yeah. The Nigerian who killed his 82-year-old grandmother reported it as a
I
row.
saw that today. Yes, yeah. Dragged her down the stairs.
Yeah.
Head first.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was shocking.
Ah, so listen, hey. I'm going to show you this one here now. For poor people. Have you seen this one? Yeah. RTE ran with it. Left alone in the struggle, homeless.
Yeah, I know.
Sleeping in the car. Do you see it?
Yeah. Never mind about the Irish in their cars. Sure, we'll not mind about them.
No, but look, his name is Haneen Al-Khilaut, and her two children, Nourahan 2 and 9-month-old Sarah, joined her husband and father, Hazim Malaka, in Ireland on February 9th. A Palestinian family who fled the war in Gaza are sleeping in a car in Dublin after 3 council areas rejected their appeal for emergency homeless accommodation. Okay. Hakeem Akbalut and her 2 children, blah, blah, blah. They have been homeless since their arrival and sleeping in the car. Okay, let's play this. Let me see. Did I put on the... Let me just stop that for a minute and I'll share it again because I just want to hear what he has to say because... yeah, turn that on because I haven't heard his interview, but I'm going to show you now. Hang on.
I feel like I don't deserve to live because I couldn't provide for my family a place to live. And it's not fair. And I can't help them. I feel helpless, hopeless. I'm left alone for this struggle. And no one is looking at us with a heart or an eye of mercy. For God's sake, I don't know why they leave in us till now. I said, my family's here, give us an assessment. They said, okay, we'll get back to you. They never get back to me. They sent me a letter to say, you're not entitled of assessment or the housing. That's it. They gave me a letter. So they said I must go either to County Louth or to South Dublin County Council. That's where I basically staying there. And then I said, okay, I went to South Dublin County Council. They refused to accept me. They said, go to County Louth. That's where you were in direct provision. And then when I went there, they said, no, you left the area on the 4th of February and you're not entitled to anything in this area. Go to South Dublin County Council. So I've been like a ball bouncing between the 3. So that cost me time, money, and I'm in the street. I'm in a very bad, desperate situation. I said, please put us somewhere. I am a family of 4, 2 children, 1 infant and 2 years old, and my wife. And we need a shelter. We need a warm place. We need a bed for these kids. Nothing. Nobody has the heart to even listen to these words. Everybody says, you don't belong to here, go. This is the most horrible time in my life ever. I sleep in the car, park somewhere in the parking lot. I sleep in, I see a park anywhere. I just...
Now, can't you... Now, okay, that's terrible and all as it is. It's really terrible. It's a heart-wrenching story now, I have to say. But what I will say is, okay, new phone, I'll give us that there. I'm going to open that. Okay. This is him here. Now, Hazim Malaka, he didn't come from Palestine. He came from South Africa. He's been in South Africa since he left South Africa in October. He's been there October 2023. He was in South Africa. Okay. Now we have loads
So
of
why is
pictures
he here?
There he is there now. The Four Ways Mall in South Africa. Hazim Malaka. We will open tomorrow on the 20th of June 2020 with all COVID-19 safety measures in place. That was the 19th of June. That was in Sanding, Gauteng, wherever that is. Okay. Then we have the Bachelor Knifed in Absurd Sorte, Sunday World, South Africa. Former Bafana Kaiser Chiefs and Orlando Patriots soccer star Mark Bachelor was rushed to hospital late last Saturday after being stabbed with a pair of scissors. Sunday World can reveal that the stabbing happened during a fight with a Palestinian national, Hazim Malaka, 27. At Cedar Square in Four Ways, Northern Josie. Now that's 2012. He's been living there since 2012. There he is there, look. Hazim King, Palestine will never die. Free Palestine. That's the 12th of December 2024. Now where is he there for that? Is that Ireland? Looks like Ireland, doesn't it?
Looks like it.
There's his wife there. That's Irish, I'd say, as well, is it? Yeah. So they didn't come from Gaza like what RTE are reporting. That's his kids, younger kids. They're all the kids. He must have older kids as well. They must have been left somewhere else. Look, that's our Val River. There's the young fella in South Africa. Look. And RTE ran with that.
Yeah, of course
RTE ran with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The same way as RTE ran with Moussa Dougan. He's a known terrorist. The same way as Virgin Media ran with the Meteor story. Do you remember out in Portmarnock Beach when the two lads dug the hole and they went with a story about a meteor? It's just all shite and propaganda. That's what it is.
I know.
Like,
but people believe it, Paul. You know, people are going to, like, people out there who believe it.
Well, I hope people watching this now will see him for who he is. You know what I mean? Because he did not come from
Like,
Gaza.
why is he here? Like, what is his point of being here?
To get a house. Like, look at the kids. There's two older kids as well somewhere. They're being held off somewhere while he came in with the two younger kids. He's a scam artist. He's a scam artist. That's what he is. Come in and get a house, probably rent the house out and go off somewhere else and claim asylum somewhere else. You know, come on, like, wake up, people. I'm not missing loads of comments. Sorry. Give him no attention. All right, I'm going to fly down here. Paul Ken Donnelly. Paul, is Colin McGettrick an NGO? He was one of the people in the WhatsApp groups spreading rumours and lies. Okay. Colin McGettrick came into Coolock last March and ruined the whole Coolock camp. The Coolock camp was the strongest camp in this country. We were making waves. They were talking about us in America and everywhere else. Okay. Colin McGettrick came into that group and that's when all the shit happened. Okay. People getting turned against each other and the whole lot. He spoke to one of the women up there. He filthy, foul language to her. I have the messages. I'm not going to play them here. Okay. They have had secret meetings with a guy called Alan Maynes. Now, Alan Maynes is an MI5 operative. Okay. Colin McGettrick was part of I don't know whether it was Apollo House or one of them. They used to take over buildings in 2015. And Alan Maynes was the negotiator there. Alan Maynes was given the money to break it up then. Colin was there and he was in Coolock. Both of them got broke up, so draw your own conclusions here, people. Okay, I want no dealings with any of these people. I don't trust these people, and he was one of the people I said I would not work with, and I won't work with. End of story. So if anyone's watching who knows him, tell him I don't want to know about him. Sent me a message here last week, giving me loads of shit, what he wouldn't do and what he wouldn't. Cop onto yourself. Just cop onto yourself, mate. I'm telling you now. But yeah, he's one of them. Yeah, I don't know whether he's an NGO. I don't know what he is, but look into it. Look back to 2015 and listen, all the paperwork is there, like, you know what I mean? But I don't know what group it was either, but hey, listen. He has my number. You know what I mean? Emmanuel saw it. You're a legend. He's a fool. Yeah. Frank, perfect description of him. Trish, they probably cannot vet them because there's no papers, passport identification. Exactly. Exactly. Johnny Apocalypse. No, brother. Okay. No one kiss going to save us. Don't be waiting for the normal. I'm not waiting for the normal. I know things are getting worse. Immigration will not stop. Open borders is part of the big plan. We know all that. That's why we need to try and stop it. Bushcraft in Finglas. Is that the fast course? Yeah. What's this? It's an ideology. Yeah, hang on. Not our Garda, they're English security. Exactly. And if you look at anyone who's high up in the Garda, they're all foreign. Either Canadian, Australian, or Northern Ireland, or English, or yeah. So they're not looking after the Irish people. They have no allegiance to the Irish people. And I'm sorry, lads, but that's just the way it is. You know what I mean? Johnny Apocalypse. So you're telling me after all the grooming gang shit in the UK and all the Paki police taking part and covering it up because of racial solidarity, and our government want the same thing. Yeah, we learn nothing. That's exactly what's going to happen. Yeah, you're right, Johnny. That's exactly what's going to happen. That's exactly what's going to happen. When one of the unvetted policemen commit a crime, the proof will be in the pudding. Listen. And who's gonna go against the GSOC? That's the guards. That's the guards investigating the guards. Come on, doesn't happen. It's the Ballina says no. I pass. Is that Corky? How are you, Corky? It's DEI multiculturalism, please. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Yeah, I saw that post on X. Agree, steady Eddie. It's an ideology for a different world pursued by Marxist leftist academics and utopian ideologies who think they know best. Yes, I agree with you. Yeah, I do. They think they have on Judge Nolan or just getting well paid to look after. Look one way. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Yeah. My granddad is a taxi driver and used to tell me about the Africans and Pakis, that 10 lads would be shared in the taxi plate. Yeah, I only spoke about this last week, didn't I? A guy rented out his car and he was in the garage 4 weeks later or something like that. And there was a bulb getting changed on the car and he went over and there was 22,000 miles on the car or something like that. Wow, come on, lads. And they're all they all look the same, apparently. You know, is Temple more suited to all ethnic group? Well, it is now. I'm vetted every 2 years for my job. I know this. It is. I know. It's crazy. Correct. It's not going away. Investigate who much it's thrown back now. Yeah. Are you ignorant? Welcome to the Guardian. Yes. Do you remember years ago? It wasn't. It was just, have you got a thick red neck? That was it. And you were better up to Dublin to get a bleeding job. And that's how you. Do you remember the coppers all used that? That's how you knew you had a copper. You always knew a copper in Dublin. They were bleeding huge. You know what I mean? Farmers. They clatter you, like, you know what I mean? Hands like shovels, like, you know what I mean? Listen, it didn't do you any harm, you know what I mean? I'm being honest now, it didn't do you any harm, you know what I mean?
And they're out walking the streets as well, like, you know?
Yes, exactly. They are convinced they are alone. They alone hold the answer to the future. A new form of communist thinking with delusional visions and new alteration. Yeah. He is the best advertising we have, Johnny Apocalypse. Be aware, steady Eddie, high-ranking member of Mossad. Yeah, we should be plastering his videos everywhere. Yeah, I done a sketch with Black Paddy the other day, but he didn't put it up yet. I wonder why, lol. He's a prick. Excuse me, French. We'll be doing sketches with him at all, and I ran him out of town. He's an arsehole. He's only making an idiot out of you. Trust me, Derek. Trust me, that's all he does. He makes fucking fools out of people. That's another one with the swear jar. Sorry, that's my first one.
Oh, there you go now. Your father will be ringing in a minute.
Sorry that. If we don't do something soon, we'll become serfs and second-class citizens in our own ancestral native homelands. We need to get organised and others like mines. It's a start. Don't despair. I agree. I do agree. It's bookmarked. Yeah, sorry. Funny, some Muslims on the news looking for a house. How did they get through all of Europe to Ireland? Because he came from South Africa. He didn't come from Palestine. He came from South Africa. I'm looking at him here now in the barbers in South Africa.
Yeah.
Hi, Mac. Yeah.
I did a post earlier on today on Facebook this morning, and I came across an article a couple of days ago in relation to a Ukrainian that got into this country and was wanted for fraud for cryptocurrency of over, I think it was $600,000. And again, like that, he was in looking for asylum, you know, from the war, but yet he had warrants out for his arrest. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's just, but again, like that, how did he get into the country? You know?
Lads, Zelensky is a bollocks. He
Oh,
is
I know.
a cokehead. He's a, yeah.
All he wants is money, money, money,
Glenn-
money, money, money.
Glenn should join the New Ireland Force Party. Listen, nobody's pushing anyone into anything at the moment. It's everything is in the background, all being done, all the I's being dotted, the T's being crossed, and all that. So this will be done right,
Glenn is
lads.
very
This
welcome,
will be done
but
right.
it's
And
his
Glenn
decision.
is very welcome. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Time and money. Surely, if you were fleeing bombs and war, I'd be glad to sleep anywhere. Yes, exactly. Of course you would. These people are too and
Yeah, I know.
it doesn't make sense anymore. Yeah, it's
Mhm.
crazy.
Mhm.
What a chancer. Yeah, it's true. He should get in his car and go back to Belfast where you're all coming. Yeah, it's true. On the Belfast train, Aaron, there's more Belfast trains now coming in every day, and nearly every hour or every hour and a half.
Mhm.
And there's no customs, there's nothing. Nobody's even checking who's coming off that train.
Yeah, I know.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? It's like the little Soweto Express. I'm being honest with you. It's crazy. It really is. Yeah. Same scam artists like the rest. Why does Mary Lou take them in? Why doesn't? Because you know what? You know why. Right. Sorry. I'm gonna go with this Mellows Park thing. Right. We're an hour in here. Jesus Christ, we're flying there. We're up to 700. We're up to 800 nearly. But yeah, go on. I'll show this and we'll come back.
What are you doing there? What? You're training. You're training in the bushes. Where are you from? What? Where?
Zimbabwe.
And what are you doing in here?
I train.
You're training in them bushes?
Yes. I don't want people to see me when I train.
Get the fuck out of this park now. Get the fuck that way. Get the fuck out.
I'm going this way.
No, what the fuck are you doing in the bushes?
No, I'm training, brother.
Training doing
I train
what?
martial arts, bro.
Training what?
I train martial arts.
Martial arts, and you're in the fucking bushes training.
I train in because I don't want people to see me, bro.
You're fucking full of shit.
I don't-
Are you doing drugs?
No, I don't do that.
You're fucking liar, you.
I don't-
Get the fuck out of this park. The fucking kids to be in these bushes.
No, I don't do that.
Get the fuck out of this park now.
Thank you, bro.
And where are you living?
I live in Kulok.
Coolock? Whereabouts? Why are you doing a Coolock?
Sorry?
Why are you out in Finglas?
No, I feel like I can't see my friends.
And where's your friends? Where do your friends live?
My friends, I just waiting for them to come and see me. Because I was meeting me around here.
You're fucking full of shit. Get the fuck out of this park now.
No, I understand where I'm going.
Get out of this fucking park
I'm
now.
going, bro.
Get out of here now, or I'm gonna ring someone. They're gonna come down and break your fucking.
Now, like, this is how bad it's got now. People walking around throwing these
They're
people out of
training.
the park.
And, like, as if he's training, yeah, like, you know, God's
I
sake.
went down to the Stardust Memorial Park last week. I think it was last Thursday evening. I think was it Thursday? It was Wednesday or Thursday. One of the evenings, and anyway, it was put in the Coolock group. You know what I mean? That there was two in there. And I went in. I pulled up. I went in looking for them. They weren't there. They were gone. And there was 300. I said, "What's the story, lads?" I said, "I got a call. Oh yeah, we ran them. Don't want them hanging around here where the kids are." There was two of them, one sitting on one bench and one sitting on the other bench. Now they're about 100 feet apart, but they were drinking cans.
Yeah.
Like, you know, Irish people don't go in there and drink cans. Out of respect, it's a Stardust Memorial Park. You know what I mean? These people
I
have
know,
no respect for anything. Like, you know what I mean?
I know.
It's ridiculous. You know.
I know.
But yeah. But that's listen. I walked through there with Gavin a couple of weeks ago. There was a load of there was a knife and there was needles. Come on, lads. You know what I mean? There's kids in there. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous, like, you know what I mean? There's kids there.
I know.
But 28. Jesus, the comments are flying in. Hang on. Pull them back up there now. The USA have shown us how we can control our borders. Yeah, I know exactly. I'm following it. Yeah, send them packing. How can he afford to run a car in Treasure Island? Yeah. He's a welfare tourist.
Yeah.
Okay, there it is. I didn't feel right. They do. We have a look at our own to stop making these people feel welcome. Yeah, we listen, Dennis.
Thank you, everyone probably living in cars.
I'm right behind you. They're all here taking money. Yeah, they are. DC and yet to town. Yeah. UK and Ireland are islands. Why can't they protect their borders? Because I'm going to be honest, like our army, what have you got? 6,000 or 8,000 in the army?
I think it's about 6,000. Yeah.
Listen, if these lads kick off, there's no army in this country on it. We need Putin or someone to come in and fucking help us. I'm being honest with you.
Yeah. We don't have enough of our own.
We don't. No way.
No.
Hi, Jerry. It's getting very tiresome now, folks. I know it is. You're telling me. Misinformation,
We're all tired.
disinformation from MS. Yeah. But that's it. You know what I mean?
And there's still people sitting at home every evening watching the RTE news.
Yeah. Sure. Listen, mine were watching it earlier. They were talking about it. You know, look, I've a lad, a guard, great lad, senior hurler, best educated, and he's dealing with nothing but shit and seeing idiots being employed now as guards and the lowering of standards.
Yeah.
I agree with you, and I know guards as well, and they're not happy either. Trust me.
No, there's guards out there not happy.
If the Garda are taking non-Irish, then there's something coming that they don't want to be part of. Yeah. You know what I mean? What happens when they all step out and like the guards are retiring here, like at an alarming rate? Like, you know what I mean? I think it was 5 a week last year. You know what I mean? It was like 5 a week.
Yeah, I know.
So no, let me she rest in peace. Okay, I didn't get that. Ireland to protect what you have. Jerry Snork, all good, Dinny, and you. Oh, hi, Billy. Yeah.
I've sent you stuff on from today, I think, as well, or yesterday today.
Did you
and
send
then
it to me today?
there's Tracy O'Mahony's. It's up on the column show stuff. There's Tracy O'Mahony video as well that we need to share as well.
Which one is that? A big one, Tracy O'Mahony?
It's on YouTube. I'm nearly sure I sent it on.
Okay. So somebody sent me this one, didn't they? Who was it sent it to me? Hang on. I downloaded it there. Yeah, someone sent that on to me there. It was a YouTube thing. At the start of the show, they said play that, Paul. So it's about building an army or something. It's only 18 seconds long or something like that. So we just play it there and come back. And Daniel's at the sending me. Hold on there now. Oh, Jesus Christ, look at that. No, Jesus, child. Look at that. I'm just going to share that for a minute. Just sending that in to me there. Look at that. Breaking news. A mother and an 8-month-old child were thrown out of a carriage by migrants at Kusel train station in Germany. The baby fell out of the stroller face down onto the ground. Police confirmed the report. They are searching for the culprits. Jesus
oh my God.
That child's little face, look.
Ah, Jesus Christ.
That is disgraceful. That is disgraceful. But that's coming here. Your son joined the guards for the right reasons. Make Ireland a better place. The corrupt system kicks that goodness out of him. It's true. It is true. The amount of people that's actually in there. There is good people in there. You know what I mean? Yes, I feel betrayed. Irish young families looking for houses. They're not on the begging. They're not on there begging the news channel. Yes. But they don't get it. They don't get the bit of airtime. You know what I mean? That's the thing. They had your woman. Do you have any photos or videos of mains? I will see. Can I find it now for you? I'll see if I can find it now for you. Yeah. But I'll just put that down there, the child. But that thing that you sent me there, Daniel, that comes up as something about lights, Ramadan lights or something like that. But yeah, we play this video of your man. Let's hear what he has to say.
You don't think we're preparing for war, do you?
Look, there's a lot going on. Because immigration, in the hotels, you've got foot soldiers in there from the United Nations. They're here for a reason. All around London, all around the boroughs, all around the country. We're having a silent army being built, which may turn on us, I don't know. But we are not privy to all of this stuff, and we should be.
Yeah.
It is very...
Well, I mean, you look at some of the smaller towns or smaller villages. I mean, they're nearly outnumbering the locals.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly. Of course they are.
an article. I shared an article today now on Facebook in relation. It was from Breaking News in relation to tourism, and it was just saying it was down. Like I think it was 25%. It was down, which of course is down. It's down because a load of our hotels are closed because iPass are in them. So what do they expect? Like, do you know what I mean? Of course, and like tourism is one of our biggest industries. Like, do you know? And it's just been decimated. It's absolutely scandalous what's going on. You know, I can't understand why people aren't up in arms in it as well, because like your hotels, especially in smaller towns, are so important for the local economy and for employment, you know?
Yeah.
And then they've been closed.
Yeah, I know. Just going to share the screen here now. There he is there, Alan Mains. That's him. Court ruling to change approach to parade, says former superintendent has said he doesn't believe yesterday's Supreme Court ruling will change how police approach. Yeah, that's him there. There's a few of them. Oh, there's loads of them there. Look, you just type in Alan Mains. That's what you get. Yeah. Type in Alan Mains Coolock, will we, and see what we get just while we're here. Just while we're here. Sure, listen, you might as well do it live. Alan Mains, personal appointments. Protesters to seek reopening of Coolock migrant housing 3 days ago. Oh, that's 3 days ago. Sorry. No, let's not go with that. Alan Mains, personal appointments company's house. He's a director of a load of different companies, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's there to break this, you know what I mean? To meet with the people of the area and just a select few, not the ones that, you know what I mean? Secret meetings. So there's no secret meetings. Coolock says no and Coolock means no. End of story. Sorry about you. Yeah. Yeah. We're all right there. I haven't got that much really more to be doing, to be honest with you. We played that one. Blackhall Place last night. Did you see that?
No,
there was
no.
another attack in Blackhall Place. We played this here when we come back.
It's gone black. Blackhall Street. Seems to be a stabbing. It's in Dublin, just off the city centre. All the cars there. Police. An ambulance. More guarded cars up here. Just it looks like in these apartments here, but not exactly what's going on. Move a little bit closer now. See exactly who's in the ambulance. They're being told anyway, a stabbing. See, they're attended to someone in the ambulance anyway. See there. Go back across, see if I can see anything. No, it's on pause. There seems to be a woman in the ambulance now, but someone said it was a stabbing anyway, but I haven't got the full story, unfortunately. You can see the road is blocked for the moment. Guard cars. Police van. Traffic at a standstill. So there's a woman in the back of the ambulance. Just talking to one of the neighbours. Said a large stabbing, but I can't confirm that, so I don't actually know. But that's what I've been told. See all the police cars in the ambulance. Over and out.
Wow. That's crazy, isn't it? Crazy.
Right, okay.
Yeah, look at that.
Mm.
Up the Irish Armadillo, run by the Crown. Yeah. What's that? The nation's power is not in weapons as such, but in the
Mm,
people's recognised their presumed moral capacity for resistance.
mm. Did you check and see that I sent you on Tracy's video, because it's important to share?
Hang on, I
Now,
just
it's
checked
2
there
minutes
now.
long, but it's really important. It's where the schools are going to be giving out information on children, on what vaccines they got and all that to the HSE, which more than likely means that parents are going to be getting all these calls from doctors saying, oh, your child didn't get this and your child didn't get that. And you know what I mean? Like this is like, it should be up to the parents whether this information is
Yeah,
being
just
shared.
looking for it. You keep talking there, telling about it. I'll see
I
if I
think I
can
did send it on to you. I should have sent it on to the column show number, like. You know, they just want to seem to take away every bit of privacy and everything you have to do with your health and all this, you know? It's the same with those bloody shots when they come in, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'm just looking through this here now to see, did you send it to me? Today, was it?
I think, because I put it up on my Facebook page today.
I think I've seen it on the Facebook page today.
Yeah, no, if I didn't, I can, like, do you need me to send it back on to you? Fair play to Tracy. She does phenomenal work. She's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant now. She's called now Judge Nolan as well, you know? She's a barrister.
Yeah, I'm just going to look for it here on Facebook.
It's on my page anyway. Can't hear you, Paul.
Yeah, I think I'm at the phone with there now. Yeah, I have it there now. It's 10 minutes long. We'll play about 4 or 5 minutes of it, right?
Just get the point across.
Yeah, so I'm just going to share this, share screen, third screen. Okay.
Hi everyone. In January 2025, the Department of Education began writing to primary and secondary schools across the country to advise them of a change in data protection law, which required schools to disclose information to the HSE about every child enrolled in their school, stating that the HSE required this information for the HSE's school health programme, which includes the following: hearing and eyesight screening, dental checks, and vaccines. With the suggestion being that the HSE needs this information to allow them to contact parents directly, instead of parents being asked by the school to complete consent forms as and when different screenings were taking place. On foot of this notification from the Department of Education, some but not all schools began writing to parents to advise them of the school's now updated legal obligation to disclose information to the HSE, irrespective of any parent's non-consent to such disclosure, and irrespective of whether any parent does not intend to consent to their child participating in the HSE's school health programme, whether in part or in full. The purpose of this video is to explain the change in law and to make you aware of its potential consequences. So, on the 17th of December 2024, Stephen Donnelly, the then Health Minister, signed 2 statutory instruments into law, namely SI number 750 of 2024, Health Provision of Information for Health Examination and Treatment Services, Regulations 2024. I'll refer to this as Regulation 750 going forward. And SI number 735 of 2024, Infectious Diseases Amendment number 3 Regulations 2024, and I'll refer to this as Regulation 735 going forward. Regulation 750 states that where the HSE makes a free health examination and treatment service available to pupils who attend primary school or who are taught at home, the HSE can request the following information from the school for any child attending that school: the name, address, date of birth and sex of the pupil, the birth surname of the mother of the pupil, the name, phone number and email address of the parent or guardian of the pupil, the PPS number, if any, of the pupil, the name of the school which the pupil attends, and the school roll number for the pupil. Together, I'm going to refer to this as the requested information going forward. Regulation 750 goes on to say that where the HSE makes any such request of a school, the school must deliver the requested information to the HSE within 10 days. Now, Regulation 735 states that where the HSE makes a vaccination programme available to children who are enrolled in a school, the HSE can request the same information just discussed from the school for anyone who is enrolled in the school and who is eligible to receive vaccination. Regulation 735 goes on to say that where the HSE makes any such request of a school, the school must deliver the requested information to the HSE within 10 days. So the question is, why has the Minister for Health enacted Regulations 750 and 735? Well, the General Data Protection Regulations, which we will refer to as the GDP regulations, which came into force on the 25th of May 2018, lay down rules relating to the protection of persons with regard to the processing of their personal data. The recitals to the GDP regulations state that the protection of natural persons in relation to the processing of personal data is a fundamental right. So in order to lawfully process data, which includes the sharing of data between a school and the HSE, the school must first determine a legal basis for the processing or sharing of such data under Article 6 of the GDP regulations, which is limited to the following. 1. The data subject has given consent to the processing of his or her personal data for one or more specific purposes. 2. The processing is necessary for the performance of a contract to which the data subject is party, or in order to take steps at the request of the data subject prior to entering into a contract. 3. The processing is necessary for compliance with a legal obligation to which the controller is subject. 4. Processing is necessary in order to protect the vital interests of the data subject or of another natural person. 5. Processing is necessary for the performance of a task carried out in the public interest or in the exercise of official authority vested in the controller. 6. Processing is necessary for the purposes of the legitimate interest pursued by the controller or a third party, except where such interests are overridden by the interests or fundamental rights and freedoms of the data subject, which require protection of personal data, in particular where the data subject is a child. So in order to be able to legally compel schools to release the requested information in respect of your child, the Minister for Health had to enact laws so that schools could avail of the Article 6 exception of processing is necessary for compliance with a legal obligation to which the controller is subject, by saying that A. The school has the legal authority to release the requested information under Article 6 of the GDP regulations by virtue of the enactment of Regulations 750 and 735. B. The school is legally required to release the requested information by virtue of the enactment of Regulations 750 and 735. And C. Neither the parents, guardian, nor the child in question has any legal basis to refuse to allow the school to release the requested information by virtue of the enactment of Regulations 750 and 735. So the next question is, why does the release of the requested information give rise to a cause for concern? Well, many general practitioners and the HSE have treated parents and guardians with contempt and ridicule when they have chosen not to vaccinate their children against certain illnesses, noting that this contempt and ridicule became amplified during the rollout of the COVID-19 injections. Since 2021, I have received considerable communication from parents who have been pressured by doctors, nurses and HSE staff to administer different vaccines to their children, and I fully believe that the disclosure of the requested information is another avenue they intend to exploit this aim further. For instance, I am regularly contacted by concerned parents who have been advised by their GP that they must, as in it's not optional, complete a primary childhood immunisation schedule declination form in circumstances where they do not want their child to receive certain vaccines. In many cases, the GPs in question will repeatedly contact these parents by phone and by email, insisting that they must complete the form, sometimes suggesting, but often insisting that the completion of the form is mandatory. In every such case, I advised parents against the completion of this form, as this form asks you to acknowledge the following. I acknowledge that I am aware of the following facts. So when you sign this form, you are accepting that the following points are facts. 1. I understand that the primary childhood immunisation schedule will protect my child from list of illnesses. 2. I understand that by not having the primary childhood immunisation schedule, my child will be at risk of contracting vaccine preventable diseases. And 3. I understand that by not having the primary childhood immunisation schedule, my child can spread these vaccine preventable diseases to other vulnerable children and adults. So by signing this form, you could be acknowledging that you agree that you are both endangering your child and the children of others. Please note that you are under absolutely no legal obligation to sign this or any other vaccine rejection form, whether from your GP, the HSE, your child's school, or otherwise. Now, the reason the disclosure of the requested information is concerning is because up to this point, the majority of communication and pressure concerning childhood vaccination would have come directly through your child's GP. Whereas I have little doubt that the intention behind this change in law is to create another avenue whereby parents can come under increased pressure and scrutiny to administer so-called vaccines to their children through direct contact by the HSE. And I also have little doubt that parents will be advised by the HSE that they must complete the primary childhood immunisation schedule declination form where they do not consent to their child receiving certain vaccines. In this regard, I would again remind you that through the passing of the Children's Referendum in 2012, parents agreed that where they fail in their duty towards their children to such an extent that the safety or welfare of any of their children is likely to be prejudicially affected, the state as guardian of the common good shall supply the place of the parents. So my strong advice is to be careful what you sign, because you never know how it could be used against you into the future. To conclude, I would suggest that you contact your child's school to see what, if any, information they have or are in the process of disclosing to the HSE about your child, and be aware that you may start to come under increased scrutiny from the HSE in circumstances where you have refused to allow your child to be administered with so-called vaccines with which you do not agree. Thanks for listening.
Wow.
Fair play to her. Like, I didn't know about that.
No, I'll be honest with you. I was going to stop her after a while, but I thought, listen, let her finish it. She knows what she's talking
Look,
about.
she's putting the work in, you know, and she's getting the information out there. So fair play to her. And I'm just wondering, I'd say this will be an awful lot of pressure on national school kids, you know, with the childhood shots. You see, when they go into secondary school in first year, they only get 2 lots. They get the HPV and then they get the booster. And I think the booster is, I think it's tetanus, polio, and is it diphtheria is what you get. Now, I didn't allow my daughter to get them. There's a huge amount of warnings in relation to HPV. And I always say to people, do your own research.
Yeah.
And look everything up yourself before you make the decision.
Exactly.
So
that's what I say as well.
Look, it's all about informed consent, and people have to do their own research, and then they can make an informed decision afterwards. But I decided that she wasn't getting them. Now I have to say, you know, I didn't get any phone calls or anything like that over it. So I didn't. But I remember with the COVID shots, it was very funny. Now, my doctor didn't ring me, but I know loads of people that were rang and were like hounded over it, you know, about how they weren't in and they weren't getting it. Why weren't they getting it? Like, hounded, rang all the time. And there's an awful lot of people out there like who didn't want to get it and just felt pressurized by their doctor. And then how many people do we know as well that said, right, after 2, I'm not getting any more, I'm not getting any boosters,
know
and then they
loads
go
of
into the
people.
doctor and they'd end up being pressurised into getting another one.
Yeah.
Even though they
Yeah.
didn't really want it. They just got another one. Thanks, Laptop.
No, I know, yeah. Like, and you were saying, was it you that was telling me about that? Something happens if you're around vaccinated people, or with her, something happens to her.
I know. Yes, I know a child that if they are around somebody who's recently given either Moderna or Pfizer, because it seems to be mRNA, ends up with these horrendous nosebleeds and clots coming out as well.
Well, now I'll give you a good one. I was down in the hospital a couple of weeks ago with Kira, okay? And listen, I'm not saying that that's what happened, but we walked outside the hospital and her nose just started pumping. I thought that's weird. And I thought of you and what you told me, like, you know what I mean? That, and for no reason, chunks of blood coming out of her nose. Now, I mean chunks, you know what I mean? Not just a flow, chunks.
And the
It's
clots,
weird,
yeah.
like, you know?
And it always happens, it happens quite quickly. I know with this child, if it normally happened the next day, like the following morning. And that's how we're able to link it up.
Yeah.
So, I mean, people deny the shedding.
Well, that's happening as well. We know that's happening, but that's for another show. Like, seriously, like, I'm gonna see what happens is we talk about the vaccines, we get taken down. Okay, but they can't take us down off the Irish channel. So if you're not watching us on the Irish channel and we do get taken down, go to the Irish channel. We're there live. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Twitter can knock us off now if they want, and so can Facebook and whatever. But if
well, you see, if you listen to Tracy, what does she say? Injections. What do I always say? The shots.
Yeah.
Don't use the V word.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. She's a few there now.
Was there anything else that has to be shown? I'm trying to think what else did I send you today. Was there something? There was a couple of other things I sent you today. I can't remember now.
Yeah. I'm just removing this off Facebook. Facebook is not great. Did you send me anything else today? I don't know.
Have you got the column number? Yeah, because whatever I sent you, I would have sent you on it, whether it was today or yesterday. I just kind of send you what I come across. I think is interesting.
Yeah, well, I have what was there. You know what I mean? That you sent me over today on the column number. You only
Maybe it
sent
was
me
yesterday.
today.
No, I sent you a few things.
Hold on, that's crazy. Yeah, no, that's no. You sent me the one of Germany. Breaking news: UK police are searching for 2 migrants. You sent me that. I'll just show that there now. UK police are searching for 2 migrants who committed acid attacks in Plymouth. A man in his 20s was seriously injured and is fighting for his life in hospital. A 14-year-old girl lost her sight due to acid.
Yeah, isn't that terrible? Yeah, I just saw that up on X today. That's shocking.
Graceful. Yeah, it is.
Do you know?
Remember, he's fine under pressure. Take your emotions out of it. It's a property involved. It's business. The doctors, there's doctors who took vaccines retired over getting cancer. I know, yeah. I remembered wheeling my mother at the hospital numerous times, being asked if she took the jabs. I always said, none of your business.
Yeah, fair play to you, Frank.
But they stopped telling you if people were vaccinated coming into hospitals in 2022. They used to ask you your vaccine status, and then they stopped because everybody in hospitals was vaccinated. Everybody. Like, it wasn't 90%, 100%. It was 100%. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. St. Patrick's Day parade would end up being a Ukraine parade. Yeah. Paul, you should have Dara O'Flaherty on the show sometime. He's very important. Yes, I know. Dara is a friend of mine too. So I did ask him months ago. I was meant to get back to him. I forgot all about it. Just too much stuff going on, like with the elections and everything else. So yeah, I'll reach out to Dara. That's no problem. Paul, a foreign national. Paul, on Sunday,
I know. I've seen it.
Last night in Tesco, Charlestown, another foreigner was taking a shite, and he said it's okay because it was the toilet roll oil. Oh man, come on. Epstein list to be revealed shortly, according to Trump. Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, I've seen that today. Yeah, I'm actually going to go onto YouTube there and see. Over here, see if there aren't out there yet. You know what I mean?
Well, I'd say there'll be a lot of names we'll know about.
Actually, we know all right.
Then there could be a few we don't know about.
No, there's nothing there about it yet. I'm just looking. No, 20.
Should be in the next day or so, is it?
Well, they reckon today. Well, they were supposed to do it today. Andy said she was going to do it today, but there's nothing up there. I'm looking at Forbes breaking news. There's nothing there. Yeah. Drain cleaner or bleach assets. Yeah, that's what Trump said. You remember to make an idiot out of him? That's not what he meant at all. You know what I mean? Acid if they are Muslims. Yeah. After the largest death count in human history, that proverbial ship has sailed. Yeah, I agree. But they're trying to roll out the new one now. I need the bird flu. Medical condition. Well, that's years wait. Need a shot. Listen, if something was so good for you, they shouldn't have had to coerce you. You know what I mean? And when I say coerce you,
stop people with their jobs. Yeah, I know.
Stop you going to work. Stop you going on holiday. Stop you going and doing what you have to do. Black Paddy lives in Inchicore, Dublin. Yeah, don't like him at all. Give your children what they want. They'll have you 11 years. Penalty taxes and death can be punitive. Talk. Yeah, I just had I had my daughter out telling me, "Oh, Dad, I made my bed."
She's getting into it in a few minutes.
James Bond says, "Looks like a toilet. The less you have, the quicker it goes." Keisha. Yeah, there's nothing there about anything there. Let me just see what I have there.
I think I sent it on to you actually. A couple of days ago, I saw a video of a local shop, and 3 Muslim women came in and robbing the place. So the man put it up, like, you know, and he just said, like, does anyone know who these women are? And it wasn't the first time that, I don't think it was them. I think there was another crowd that came in before that, and they were robbing as well.
Yeah, listen, man, it's just the lads have. Now I'm going to play your favourite person now on GB News this evening. Herman talking about vigilantes. And yeah, I know. That's why I'm going to play it, because like he's the one that came out and called us vigilantes, So I'm just going to play this and we'll come back.
The country is becoming so unsafe. In the last year, we've taken in 150,000 migrants, 33,000 asylum seekers currently resident in Ireland. And the country, look, I got a phone call there yesterday from a woman in Kingscourt, County Cavan. 2 boys of 14 where there was an attempt to kidnap 2 schoolboys as they walked back from school. So what the woman is doing is she's had a community meeting already. She's setting up a community alert, and the parish priest is involved, the local pharmacy, the guards have been involved. It's basically parents walking with their children up to school because they are now afraid for the security of their own children. And I understand the frustrations and the fear of many people, because at the minute, it seems in Ireland, Irish people are petty last. We are not the priority. The government, in welfare, in housing, in security, so many things, Irish people come second. And if you're a foreigner, migrant, whatever, that's fine. Even in the sentencing from the courts, if they say, oh, he doesn't speak English or he's from another country, he gets a softer sentence. This is ridiculous.
Okay, Herman Kelly, of course, these protests, these patrols are taking part tonight, we believe, in the park in about half an hour's time, actually, in Dublin. And of course, nobody is suggesting that everybody from overseas is a criminal, and nobody is suggesting